What's up, world? What is up, YouTube? What is up, Madden community? What is just up? What's good with y'all? So, on today, I believe this will be episode number 9 of the Rebuild Franchise League with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Please, Manning guys, help these Miami Dolphins. Got to spend some coaching. We're max there. No, so we can do expert scouting. This is episode 9. And we play against the New England Patriots. So let's go ahead and hit this guy up to see where he's at. And, go from there. And we're at 7 o'clock on the dot. And I'm going to send an invite. So we went into free agency and picked up some running backs to kind of see if we can move the ball. And see if we can get a good flow of a run game going. Because I haven't been too happy with how my running game has been in this league or in my previous leagues as well, other leagues. I think it's because I haven't been like legitly running the football. You know what I'm saying? So some may say I've kind of lost my way because I won the Super Bowl in my other league, in my first rebuild league. And I kind of feel that. I kind of don't, because every time I win the Super Bowl in these leagues that I'm in, it's like really repetitive. But what makes it different is that I pick another team and I get a whole new skill set of people. But now, since I don't know, it just feels weird because I have a total of, I've been in since Madden been out, I've had like, I don't know, like 13 Super Bowls in total. And I mean, I've cleared half of the NFL teams. I mean, I won with the Giants, the Redskins, the Falcons, the Browns, the Eagles, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. Like I played with majority of. I think I won. Yeah, I won with the Dolphins, but that was on the PS5 version, not the PS4 version of Madden. So it's like I don't know. I'm not really burnt out on Madden, but I'm kind of waiting for the new Madden to come out because it's not going to be the same as this one. I do like the movement and everything with the PS4 version of Madden. I like it way better than I do the PlayStation 5 version. It just moves a little slower. It moves a lot slower, a little my ass. Moves a lot slower, and it's like the AI system isn't there yet. It's almost like the stuff that you can get away with in the PS5 version, you can't get away with it in the PS4 version because the version has been updated because we've had that version for so long. So the PS5 version is a little bit, it's new. So there's a lot of schemes and quirks and glitches that you can run because it's a new system. You know what I'm saying? So with the PS4 version, Like you can't do a lot of things on it as far as like nano blitzing. It's better. So I don't like the fact that when Madden finally turns the leaf of actually making a quality product, it's right in time for a new system to come out. So you can't take that quality product of the old gen and install it in the new gen because it's not going to run. It's going to run a lot different. But hopefully they'll be able to make a better Madden for the next gen because this one I don't really like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We are 5 minutes late in this game. I'm gonna have to hit the commissioner up because. So with that being said, like this Madden for the new gen might take 2 years to actually be complete. Like they literally can try to add something new, and we'll buy it and consume it and use it, and like kind of forgive the Madden developers another year and go, oh, maybe they'll make a better game next year. I don't like that. They need to just make the game as great it is, and we'll be paying for updates. Like, look how the simple fact of the matter is, you got Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty has Warzone. People play Warzone more than they play any other fucking multiplayer. The only reason why they play multiplayer in Call of Duty is to rank up their guns and to rank up their attachments. Madden can do the same thing. Madden can just give you an updated fucking roster. There's nothing wrong with it. Once you buy a game, sales won't go down. I don't because you can make things like Ultimate Team. You can people are paying for teams for Ultimate Team, so you always gonna have the money generated for Ultimate Team. There are way more Ultimate Team players than there are connected franchise players. So Madden will still make X amount of dollars regardless if they release just one game every 5 years. There's nothing. I mean, Warzone does it, and how are they able to survive? You know, what I'm saying with video games and Madden can't. You know, there's other bundles that they can make. They can make like they can add backyard football and other things like NBA Jam and shit like that. NFL Blitz, Madden. You know what I'm saying to make you want to buy a package or something. Like it's not hard to do. Just buy an add-on. You know what I'm saying? That's what Call of Duty does. Like I don't even play multiplayer. I have the game. I don't even have Cold War. But now that they have the Cold War guns and to unlock certain, reticles and camels, guess what I gotta do? I gotta go buy Cold War and play it multiplayer to rank up certain guns that I am using. I need keys. I gave him the tutu. Go. So, I mean, everything, all that's possible. It's just not. I mean, and Warzone is not a great game, but it's a top game. It's a top played game and stuff like that. And they have competitors. They have Battlefield when Battlefield comes out, and they're still surviving. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the Army has backed Modern Warfare to where only USA can only make Call of Duty games. You know what I'm saying? Like how NFL's bought off all the football titles to where they're the only mass product sports game for football. So I mean, it's okay to perfect the fucking game. Just like most of the cars in the '90s generation of cars. That's the best generation of cars in the '90s. Kidding you not? Kidding you? Not kidding you at all. Best generation of cars all came from the '90s eras of cars. And all you gotta do now is change the body, but you're still gonna have the whole. You're gonna have a '90s scheme in that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and people are still buying fucking cars. They ain't bought all the '90s generation cars. You know what I'm saying? The '90s, '92, '93, '99. You know what I'm saying? They still got some selling. So I know it's a game. It's a little bit different. That was kind of a reach for a metaphor, but you get where I'm going. Um, So now we get a new game of Madden for the next gen, which would be 2022, I believe. That one's gonna have problems because 21 has problems, and 21 is just an update version of the 22. I mean the PlayStation 4. So I mean we'll just have to see. I'm waiting on my opponent. So while I'm waiting for my opponent, I will go ahead and ramble. Um, he said that we had to start on time, and it's not looking like we are. But let me just get this up real quick. All right, so I'll just go this. So episode 9 might be a ramble, but I will have some. If it is a ramble, I will just update another episode 9 with gameplay. So it'll be 2 episode 9s. So this one will be a ramble. Well, hopefully it's not. We'll see. Okay, so he tells me to take Force Man. All right, so this will be a short ramble. There will be no gameplay. We're going to take the Force and Jedi to Call of Duty Warzone. But yeah, so we're going to have to go through the quirks of what the PlayStation 5 version is going to bring us, and it's going to be another upset community and a lot of people making these clickbait headlines for to push their videos with views and stuff like that. With everything. So I mean, no game will ever be perfect, but I really did enjoy the PlayStation. What I'm starting to think though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think I enjoyed each Madden that came out when there was a new version, a new gen was being made. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see, but I really do feel like Madden did complete a game and then turn around and break it the next year because there was a new gen. And it gets broke because the new gen and software is an updated software and everything. And that'd be really weird because that'd be really sad, actually. Weird and sad. But that's how they're making their money. They can't really, they kind of see that they can make their worth in the billions if they make a new game versus making just one complete brilliant game and just updating rosters. Which that's what you're buying the new Madden for anyway. They always throw some bullshit in there that's gonna be broke. Like how they had one time the passing function where you had the cone, the fucking precision passing. Shit was broke. They took it out. Then the whole archetypes now, like how they do the 2K shit and all that other archetype shit. First year was broke. So now they added the superstar shit with it, where you can now the game is broke because you got teams with 35 superstar trait guys. Like it should be a limit. There's not one team that has that many. Even a superstar that goes to another team should lose a superstar because they're in a whole new system. They're not really going to flourish that first year. Only the exception that's really happened to was Stephon Diggs. Like he was really very productive last year, which he'll never see that production again. You know, um, I don't know. Like it should be a cap. I think it should be 3 on offense, 3 on defense. But as superstar X factors, you should only have 1 and 1 on each side of the ball. You shouldn't have a quarterback, even though you like the superstars are good, but the X factors, you don't have that many X factors on one team. I'm sorry. It's either the quarterback that's the X factor, it's either the receiver that's the X factor, or it's either the running back that's the X factor. Because those are the guys that get paid the most money, and they're the X factor. Now, as far as defensive wise, it's either the pass rusher, the middle linebacker, or maybe a corner. That's the X factor. It's not fucking your whole front 7 defensive line. Like the X factor for the fucking Washington Redskins, regardless of how many number 1 overall picks they have on that front 7, it's going to be their goddamn defensive end, Chase Young. It's Chase Young. It's not Chase Young and company that got X factors. As far as offensive X factor, when you look at it, it's either going to be the receiver or the goddamn running back. McLaurin, Scary Terry, or I can't think of the running back's name right now. But like not like when you look at the Cowboys X factor, the X factor of the Cowboys is fucking Ezekiel Elliott. Not Ezekiel Elliott, Tyron Smith, and fucking the other right guard, and Dak Prescott. Like no, and CeeDee Lamb and goddamn I cannot think of his name. The Amari Cooper. It's no. Now some of those guys are superstars, yeah. As far as X factor should be, you should be able to pay. You should be able to place an X factor on your team. Designate somebody to be X factor. And that's how it should be. You should be able to designate one X factor, and everyone else can just be superstar traded players to progress faster to get to, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But X factor, dude, you don't have 13 X factors on. You don't know. It's fucking that's insane. That's insane because now every game is predicated on how many fucking X factors you have, and those are the teams that have. Look at this. This guy has 4 X factors. 4 X factors. And you don't think that means anything on a fucking team? You're insane. This guy has 4 X factors. Look at this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 9 X factors on his fucking team. Superstar X factors. Like, come on, man. This is not Ultimate Team. This is not Ultimate Team. This is beyond bizarre of how many X factors he has. Then on top, they have superstars. It's 4. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 X factors. Like, no. I'm sorry. There's not 4. You can't. You go to the goddamn. You go to the team that we'll say has the best roster, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the goddamn Browns. But their X factor on offense is Odell Beckham. If you want to concede Odell Beckham as the X factor, you're gonna give it to the running back. Defensively, the X factor on defense is fucking. I can't think of his goddamn name. Myles Garrett. You can give Nick Chubb the X factor or Myles Garrett. 2. And people don't even like giving running backs X factors because they're gonna have to pay them. Like an X factor is somebody you're gonna pay and keep on your squad. And if you get another one, and let's say you get one if you get another one in the free agency, that's a downhill one who's hitting decline, and he just wants a lot of money, so he's not gonna be an X factor no more. He's gonna be a superstar. Like these X factors are really, really ridiculous. So like you got guys like this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 X factors. 9 X factors. You are insane. He's lighting up like a fucking UFO in this game. That's insane. And then go to my Dolphins. Go to the Dolphins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 X factors. I just built this. I built this team. I got this team. This is what I have from when I joined the league. I'm only in episode 8, 9. So this team had this already. And none of these guys are X factors ever in real life. None of these guys, besides maybe Keenan Allen, Jerome Baker's not, Ronnie Harrison is not, Byron Jones is not an X factor, and Tony Pollard is clearly not an X factor. Like if you don't like, and Allen Robinson is not an X factor. He's a superstar. He's not an X factor. Yeah, he might be an X factor for the Bears. Like if he's on the Bears offensively, who would your X factor be next year? Well, this year with the Bears, you would definitely want to put it on your quarterback. But if you had to pick it on someone, I guess it would be. It wouldn't be one. It'd be we'll just say Allen Robinson. He'd be the X factor. Defensively, you already know it's Khalil Mack. You got some people who can have 13 fucking 9 X factors on their fucking team, and this guy's not an X factor. Darius Slayton is not an X factor. Eric Henry, Saquon Barkley's an X factor. You're not even getting X factor rookies. There's no rookie X factors. But if you wanted to put it on a rookie, let that be your choice. You should only have one X factor offensively and defensively. Pick one. It doesn't matter if you want to take it off. You can't take it off for the year. Like once you select someone, that's who it is. Can't go, oh, this week he'll be like put it on one person, and then at the end of the season you want to take it off that person, feel free to take it off. Or you can put it to where they're the X factor for how long their tenure is. So if you make him X factor, you can't put it on no one else. So if you got it for 3 years, that's your 3-year X factor. And if you draft somebody, like that's exactly how it should be. You should have an X factor for offense and defense, and you select one for the tenor of their contract. And everybody else should just be stars and superstars. So the Pro Bowl would be Pro Bowl, All Pros, and Pro Bowls. So that's basically what the superstar and the star traits basically mean. All Pros and Pro Bowls. But you're not gonna have. This is not NFC versus AFC Pro Bowl where you got 13 fucking X factors. Like this is ridiculous. Look at this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 X factors. X factors, bro. 8. And competing with a guy like this. Or some teams don't even got anybody. Some teams don't even got an X factor. Look at this guy. He has 1 X factor. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Look at this guy. He has 2 total. This team sucks. And that's what's making these teams a lot worse is because they're not. Because some people, to get these X Factor traits, you got to spam a certain person, a certain formation, and you get, let's say you want to make an X Factor, right? So let's say he's a normal trait. Let's say you got this money play where this motherfucker gets open at a receiver spot. He gets open. No matter who it is. It could be a fucking tackle. Right? You make him you can put him at the receiver spot and he just gets open every fucking time. And you throw him the ball, he gets 200 yards. You get 200 yards in 2 games, back-to-back games. He's gonna ask to go up a level. So he go from normal to star. Then you do it again, he's gonna go from star to superstar. And then if you do it again, the same you can go 3 straight weeks of this guy running the same plays and you're winning. This guy could be an X factor in fucking 3 weeks based off a play that's a glitched out play to where he gets open. He gets a bunch of yards and, he's wide open. He's getting touchdowns. And now he's an X factor. People do shit like that. And the game is flawed because of people can, like, you got the skill gaps where, you're playing somebody who's sorry and you can just run the ball on them. Well, if your running back has been playing well, first 2 weeks when you run to that sorry person and he can't stop the run and your running back has fucking 400 yards rushing, he's going to get gifted an X factor for the next game. They're going to say something to where he can boost his level up. And then all you got to do is get like 150 yards, or it might say score 4 touchdowns, which is not really hard to do with a running back. And now he's an X factor. Like, that shit right there is ridiculous. Like, It should just be superstar X Factors. You should only have two. You can put them where you put the two wherever you want. I say offense and defense because it kind of gives you a balance. But if you want to put them both on offense and none on defense, that's on you. But you only get two. And then superstars are superstars, and then stars are stars. And it should be just like that. Because, like, looking at some of these teams, look at this guy. Look at this fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 X Factors. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at this shit. That's ridiculous, bro. Like, and you're battling to see the games at the end of the day. You're battling X Factors. I can easily say I'm winning majority of my games is because I have one, two. Well, I didn't play with him. He's been hurt. But I have 4 X Factors on my fucking team. I'm undefeated because I'm playing against the Bills and shit like that. I don't know how many Bills have. Maybe they only got 2 or 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even think that. Yeah, Bills, Patriots. Patriots only got 2. So I only got to look out for 2 people at the end of the day. He's washed. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't even care who that is because his superstar shit's trash. I know who Eric Armstead is. But, like, I only got to look out for Christian McCaffrey, and Mike Evans because they're the X Factors. Now, if I go play against the fucking Bengals, dude, he's going to be whooping some ass. Look at this shit. He has 3 X Factors on offense. A quarterback who I think I beat this guy already. But he has John Ross, Joe Mixon, Tyrann Matthew, DeMarcus Lawrence, Grady Jarrett, Jordan Evans. The guys that don't even have that ain't even an X Factor because Grady Jarrett is probably the legit X Factor on the Atlanta Falcons. He should be the if you want to make the case Deion Jones, but Grady has been consistently there since day one and the only baller, the real legit baller of the Atlanta Falcons. So he should be the X Factor. So I understand that, but if he switches teams, you lose it. You lose it. So I think that will really balance the teams out unless you're playing Ultimate Team. Now you're doing Ultimate Team. Now you're buying X Factors. But see, the Ultimate Teams you got points for skills. So you can only have a certain amount of points to put on people on offense and defense. I think it's like a total of I can't remember what the fuck it is. I don't know because I don't play Ultimate Team. So it balances each team out. But when you're playing franchise, it's broken because you can have your whole fucking team X Factors. You have your whole team in X Factor. And come on, like that's not real. It's not real at all. And the Bengals got the nerves to be 10-2, and he should be undefeated. Seattle Seahawks has a bunch of X Factors. The Giants have a bunch of X Factors. The Steelers don't. Dolphins don't. Like, and that's a lot of people are winning games because of these X Factors. Not me, I'm winning games because I'm nice. I don't need no X Factors. I don't give a damn. So, but at the end of the day, that's what they should fix. Um, there won't be no gameplay for this week. This week will be me ranting. I play the Jets next week, and that'll be it really for the rest of this season because we should be. Hopefully, we can end it undefeated, but we'll try. But this will conclude this video, this episode. Thought we had a gameplay, but we didn't have gameplay. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I might not label this one as, 9. I don't know. But we'll see. But thank you guys for subscribing and tuning in. Catch you